We are set for an all-important decider at Suncorp Stadium after New South Wales do it again. They lose game one, Freddie makes a bunch of changes, and they come out and they absolutely dominate Queensland in game two. This is like 3 years now, 4 years, that New South Wales have dominated Queensland in game two. A huge performance. Freddie, he made the changes. Everyone had short-term memory loss. Everyone was like, Freddie, why are you making these changes? That's so many. We only lost by 6 points. Freddie knew. He knew he should have picked this team for game one. He knew he should have picked Jake Trbojevic and Angus Crichton, and he's done it. He's come out. He has put Queensland to the sword once again. Billy Slater has just learned what it's like to be smashed for New South Wales. That little coaching staff, that's what it feels like. That's what it felt like you did to us for 8 years, you dogs. But New South Wales get the win. I'm so keen for game three now, but Isaiah, him not being injured was the key for New South Wales attack. They want to play like Penrith. I think that's clear to see. They actually looked better in patches, I thought, when Tedesco wasn't involved on that left side, when they could just go through the hands of Martin, Luai, Burton and Toto. Matty Burton, that left centre spot for New South Wales. It's going to be heartbreaking to see Matty Burton dropped. I think he was one of the candidates for man of the match tonight. But with Jack White definitely coming out, with Trell Mitchell definitely going to be fit, it'll be interesting to see who he picks. I think he kind of has to go with Latrell. I think he's obligated. New South Wales, in that first half especially, still looked away a bit off. Like I said, it almost looked like Tedesco was getting in the way of what they were trying to do for Penrith. But they fixed up the ruck. Jake Trbojevic, another one of those players who will be in contention for man of the match. He had a terrific game, especially defensively. He was huge for the Blues. He had the ball playing that Isaiah Yeo practically had. He was the best defender on the field by far. Him and Appy, they still look linked up like they used to do at Manly. So I know some people didn't have Jakey in their game one or game two sides. After this performance, I don't know how Freddie's ever going to drop Jakey again. That was an incredible performance by him. Queensland, they didn't come out with the same intent they did in game one, I guess. Munster, he was neutralised. DCE went missing outside of a couple of good kicks. Even Grant, besides his first stint, and Ben Hunt were a bit quiet. But that's what happens when you win the ruck. And obviously, the deciding factor, that sin bin to Felice Kafusi on the end of halftime. As a New South Wales fan, was I happy? Yeah, you bet I was. But that was a joke of a sin bin. That should never have been a sin bin. Like, I can understand if this is club footy, not in state of origin. I know how that sounds. You want it to be black and white. But that did not deserve to be a sin bin at state of origin. But New South Wales looked so much better in game two because they won the ruck. Freddie made the changes he knew he had to make. Everyone had short-term memory loss. They forget what Freddie has done for New South Wales. He brought Jake Trbojevic in, who most of the people had in the game one side. He brought Angus Crichton in. Poor Matty Burton, he's probably going to lose his spot. I hope he's still in the squad at somewhere. Probably has to be like 18th man or something. Maybe you drop Nico back to 19th man because Latrell's going to come in and so does Jack White. But you can't make too many changes. We are New South Wales, though. We're still going to make changes. I thought Kalen Ponga in that first half was Queensland's best. Outside of them, it felt like just a bigger... It felt like New South Wales did to Queensland what Queensland did in game one, but a lot better. I don't see too many changes for either team still, despite Queensland getting pumped. We know how they roll. But New South Wales, a dominant performance. I can't wait for the decider. I might go. Who knows? But guys, we are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. It is totally free. And like Freeview says, the best things in life, well, they are free. Smash that like button if you want to see more rugby league videos. And of course, leave me your thoughts on the game in that comment section.